Greetings, alchemists, and happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I've had the most challenging morning, unexpectedly so, and I'm bringing that forward because I've received out the other side of my morning, I've received an amazing teaching and some healing. And so, as is often the case, an apparently external, completely innocuous circumstance has opened the opportunity for me to access some internal patterns that are up for change and release. So, the specific circumstance that to illustrate what I'm talking about and how you can use contrast and opportunity for healing. I woke up this morning so happy and feeling the infusion of summer and the magic in the air. It was palpable. It was an amazing experience waking up today. And the infusion of freedom and opportunity and beauty and grace, everything I could ever want for a perfect day was present for me. And then all of a sudden, within a few minutes of getting up, it completely shifted to the opposite. And that was because of a really big construction project that's happening across the alley that is really, really noisy and is shaking the earth and just creating havoc in my energy system today. The noise and the physical vibrations are making it impossible for me to work or to feel grounded or to feel even healthy. And so it was super disconcerting. And for quite a long time, I just did my best to ignore it. And I kept getting more and more agitated and more grouchy and more ill at ease until I realized what was happening. And I stopped and did some damage control and then work with it. And then I received a brilliant teaching, and I'm feeling much better, although now super emotional and tired. So the experience of the tower is happening in my physical world right now, and it's activating inner frequencies for me that are up for change. So let's see if I can regroup here and bring forward the message. I actually wrote some notes a few minutes ago because I wanted to synthesize this and bring it forward in a focused way for each of you. That will give you the opportunity to connect to what's up for you. This is all about preparation for the full moon. It's all about the really deep changes that are happening right now through our ability to recognize contrast and work with it in an objective way so that we can access what's really happening with the signatures within us. Steve and I had a really inspiring conversation last night about the challenges and the inspiration of literally jumping timelines, creating new futures. We're each doing it. And to the degree that we can be available to intensity, to hold space for discomfort, and use our tools and skills and muscles to be present, to that degree, we have the opportunity to clear karma of lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. Karma just meaning embedded patterns. And when we do that, when we're available and can be open to the clarity of seeing and then releasing, choosing not to participate in those patterns anymore, to that degree, we open huge new avenues of growth and potential. And we're available to this frequency. Then the opportunities of this month are stepping into new futures and new possibilities. And one way I like to feel that for myself is the opportunity to jump timelines, to step into a new opportunity that didn't exist yesterday because I was carrying patterns of limitation under the surface. So all this external shaking today and all this disruption to my day and all the grouchiness helped me connect with some patterns of inflexibility I have and some habits of stubbornness that have served me well and have enabled me to survive challenges and now are no longer necessary. And so there are new frequencies of opportunity and new light and new transcendent qualities that I have access to that perhaps were not available for a very long time, and once again are. And so those new frequencies connect me with magic and the ability to participate in manifestation at a new level. So it's all about art and alchemy. Work with your own symbols and your circumstances. Your oracles right now are the circumstances. The biggest oracles for these couple of days leading up to the full moon are the synchronicities in your life that are activating discomfort with the opportunity to learn new things. So hold space and know that the activations are super powerful, super positive, and full of opportunity. The moon is coming into opposition with Mercury tonight, leading up to the full moon on Friday morning. And so I actually looked up the Sabian symbols just now for that opposition, because I could feel this new trigger of attention to detail and almost overwhelming irritation with details I didn't like. And so the Mercury is when the moon and Mercury are in opposition at 8:30 tonight. Mercury is in a degree of the archetype for that degree is a crystallization. It's the gardens at Versailles, which crystallized wealth and crystallized all of the flowering of the Renaissance into a rigid form that served a ruling elite. So there's an awareness right now of us being able to see clearly the rigid forms, including crystallization of wealth and crystallization of authority and crystallization of rules that are intolerable. And the moon, opposite that, is holding the energy. Let me look again because I can't. Oh, I know. It's holding the energy of awareness of a chess game. And so there's an awareness now, an ability, if we can objectify and step out of our the way in which we're intolerant of that crystallization and our desire for freedom, there's a way to see logically and objectively the patterns that have created this and the ways in which we can participate with our own skills and our ability to play the game, to work with the form and the natural play of yin and yang in opposition, to create something new, to participate rather than feel trapped. So there's so much happening on so many levels, and the best way to be available is just to step into it and use your tools, realize the magnitude of the opportunities, and enlist friends and support to talk. Communication is important now. Talk through this, share your insights, or share the confusion. And in talking and reflecting and exploring, you can get underneath what is really going on. So I am eager for our group gatherings and our opportunities to dialogue. We had Circle last night with Alchemy 2, and the conversations were really inspiring, and I know the same will happen when some of us meet tonight. So gather your groups, gather your tribe, and have an amazing day and celebrate the challenge. That's all I can say. We are in this and we're doing it. Have a great day.